You put it in the classroom channel.
Oh, great. Very delayed.
Using my hand.
Like for YouTube,
It's also like a 20-second delay, so if anything crazy happens, we'll just shut it down.
Oh, Sky, you better stand here too.
Let's get that in there first. How is all feeling? It's nice to see you on person. I'll dress it yes in the girls Okay, so welcome to your graduation, E41. So remote homework, doing your graduation on site, how lucky are all of you. Today we're just going to run through some things. Just before you all leave, can you let me know if your phone number or email address has changed since you signed up? Just for track and trace reasons. We're going to have a speech from Melinda, and then Sandy's going to come up. And James, whether you want to or not, you okay speech. And then we've got some more bubbles and some cupcakes, and then you'll have your final stand-up, your first stand-up, your final stand-up in person. Okay? We're fine for masks off just now, but if you are moving about the building, just put them back on. If If you've not been before, toilets are right at the very end of the building to the left, and we're leaving the building, you'll see the exit sign. I'll show you later. Okay. So again, congratulations, huge congratulations. What an absolute achievement, 16 weeks online learning. Keep in touch. You're now part of the alumni community. I help support the alumni, so you'll see me now and then, just like you did at stand-ups every now and then, I just pop in. So without further ado, I'm going to pass to Melinda, who's going to give us a wee speech.
And we are on YouTube, aren't we?
We are
We're streaming live.
live on YouTube.
So when you do come up here, we're going to do the, right, we will hold up your certificate. We'll make you come and dance here, wave to your family and friends. And then we'll just have it, you know, forever. Right? Forever. Hello, everybody. It's so nice to see human form versus a digital form. If you don't know me, stay on. So the first thing we'd like to say is to everybody watching, and for all of you to take home today, is to thank your +1s and family. It is so, so important that they understand how much they have really supported you through it. And I get a little special this time. It's my first time that I've been a +1. So you might not know, but this lovely gentleman is my stepson. Oh. But what I did get to see is James coming in and lifting up the laptop, and I knew what he was doing, right? I mean, I wasn't the true +1, but when he would show his dad would slightly glaze over, and he'd be like, "Oh no, it's just JavaScript, and we're going into it." I got to see what it's like to be on the other side of the +1. So thank you, everybody, and thank all the +1s that you have at home, because they have no idea. And even though I did, I even got lost in half the stuff in this company. So it was really a wonderful experience for me. Hopefully it was for you. And the fact that no one else knew. So thank you, thank you. So let's go. You can give me a little bit of a slide here. Resilience. I'm going to do this. This is a really important word that you all should be using right now, because resilience should be something on your CV or maybe in your LinkedIn profile, because resilience is really what you just did for 16 weeks in adapting to a situation that was ever changing and slightly uncertain, right? I mean, it is really hard to do. Most people, all of us, are managing it in our personal lives, but to do that and to learn so much complex stuff, really, really well done. And if you look at any of the soft skills that are looked for in a job, they'll look for resilience, creativity, curiosity, and those type of elements. So well done. And you have bounced back from some difficult situations, because I've seen you all try your code sometimes, and it didn't always work, and you bounced back. And so that's just a really cool thing. Okay. Opportunity missed by most people because it's dressed in overalls and looks like work. And that is a sentence when you think about it. When you first started, you had no idea how much work it was going to be, did you? No, you can be honest, no. And that Friday when you're like, all right, I'd really rather not do this, or the Saturday or the Sunday, right? You did it, and it shows up like overalls in work, okay? And most people miss the opportunity to grow and to lead and to be who they want to be, because it does take work. And we're just commending you for the amount of work you put in. You should be extremely proud of yourselves, really proud of yourselves. I mean, this is harder than some college courses. And you think about it, you just did 2 years of a college course in 4 months. This course that we do is what the master's program is at University of Strathclyde. Okay, they cover the same curriculum. So amazing the amount of work that you did. Embrace and expand the network. You guys have been great, right? I've even seen some pictures under a very wet tree. And you have embraced you as a cohort, and I think I'm starting to see you guys embrace a further network. But it's so important. You know, I don't know, do you remember the people that you went through school with as little kids, and then as maybe you went through high school, sorry I use those words, American words, secondary school, that network that you have will keep growing and going. And today, it's your network and who you know that's going to get you that next job, the next level, the mentoring, the coaching. So embrace it. It is one of the things that Codeclan has. And as Emily said, be involved in the alumni. That's over 1,000 people. 1,000 people have done similar to what you've done. And they are in jobs. They are managers. They are bosses. Getting into that network and understanding them and learning from them is really important for your career. All right, be curious and be brave. Did we have any cat apps? Yeah, cat. Yeah, cat. Right. Yeah, no, that cat. No, so no one did cat apps. Okay, but be curious. Just continue to do that, and don't ever apologize for it. Okay. In your career, as you're going on, always be curious, ask the questions, don't be shy, even in the interviews, because that shows that you want to learn and grow. And be brave. It's a tough world out there right now. There's no question about it, right? I mean, there's a lot of people laid off, and a lot of people elbowing for other jobs. Just be brave, raise your hand, and if you see an ad or a job description and you don't have all the qualities, do it anyway. Be brave, lean in, all right? Because what you have shown here, some of the things that people aren't or have never done. So there could be someone with all the skills listed, but they don't have the tenacity and the resilience that you've shown. You've invested in yourselves. You went through 4 months of really hard work. You've learned, you've grown, you've done an amazing applications. We've even pushed you even harder by showing you others, so that you would, beat the next. So continue to be brave. All right, and my last one here. Don't call James ugly. It's a baby. This goes with the stakeholder presentation that I completely screwed up. Remember that one? When you get into a job, and I have done this many a times, you look at something and go, who the heck did that? Ew. Okay, and right now you've all been coding in absolutely beautiful code because it's fresh. You haven't seen spaghetti code that's like, 10 different people have worked on it over time, and it's all over the place. And the first thing you most likely do is go, ew, who wrote this shit code? Well, needless to say, it's probably the founder, the CTO of the business, or your new boss. So just be gentle when you get in there, not to always call something so ugly, because you have just worked in a beautiful, pristine environment. Okay, I have many days missed a promotion because my mouth said something that it shouldn't have, because I called it baby. So, and the last, and this is the most important thing of all, and if you haven't gotten it through the 4 months, then shame on us, is that you can do it. You can do it. You need to believe in yourselves. I know imposter syndrome feels real, and it is real, but if you don't believe in you, then the other person isn't going to either. And that is the #1 success route. So just go out there right now and just be proud, be bold, be like a toddler with his pants on his head running around. So, just do it. And you will be amazed at how many people will follow suit with that, and they will take on that confidence that you have in yourself. So I wish you the best of success. I will hear a lot through the internal grapevine about who's doing what where, and congratulations.
Next up, Sanjay.
First of all, congratulations. You've done it.
I don't know about you, but the last 16 weeks I've just been around. I remember sitting on the Zoom call, you know, with all the little objects that we brought for the first day. I forgot, so I just lifted my can of iron brew, but I still have one across there.
It's the same one.
So, and of course, it's great to see you all in person. I've met some of you before, but great to see all of you, not being a Zoom call. It's a bit strange. I'm used to your different, like, remember your rooms that you want to. And sometimes really up here there's user. That's what user comes from. But you know, this kind of became a familiar sight to all of us, you know, like to yourselves as well. So you all kind of, in a sense, you were letting us into your homes as well as you come into Codeclan, you were letting us into your homes. But the good thing with the Zoom call is we don't have to worry about the internet. The YouTube thing might go well up, but we won't have to worry about the internet going down. Like, remember when one froze very messy? But you've been a great group to work with, and there's lots of reasons for that. And we all feel like really grateful, lucky, you know, a chance to share your journey. So all the instructors that you've worked with you said, like, you know, such a great bunch to be, and for that, we say thanks. But like, when I was talking about being brave, but you've all actually been brave because you decided to change your career, which is a brave enough thing anytime. But you decided to do it at this really uncertain time that's going on at the moment. And on top of that, you've done it in a remote learning environment, which can't have been easy. And I can only commend you for that because I don't know how difficult that is to be at times. You know, especially when things were going like bits of code going wrong, you know, nobody there to kind of like help you and point out, so something like using the Zoom calls and things like that. So that must have been really difficult for you. So I can't, you know, commend you enough for that. But at the same time, you rose to that challenge. It was a challenge that you all rose to. And despite being remote, one of the things that really impressed me is how well you work together. You know, considering you're all in different parts of Edinburgh, some Dundee, some Glasgow, you know, but it was being like in a classroom. And I remember like when we sometimes made the Zoom call open when we'd handed out the homework, and you could hear the chat going on. You know, you all helping each other out. It wasn't the case like, you know, like bang, Zoom meeting was over, everyone just buggered off. It was like you all stayed, mostly stayed in the call. All helping each other out, asking questions, helping each other along. That's great. And what I would say is like take that collaborative attitude with you into your jobs, because it makes such a difference. You're also willing to learn even when things didn't go well. I'm thinking of a certain week 13, spring. I remember that I hate spring. It seems to work with different cores. Some courses I hate JavaScript, some of it's like I hate Spring, I hate Android. There's always a week that just seems to be that it's like the kind of unpopular week of cover this time of spring. But you still kept going, you still kept resisting, you still had that resilience to keep going through. So one thing I would see, you're a very quiet cohort. And it was something that Linda touched about asking questions. You didn't ask that many. So sometimes when the instructor would say, anyone get to say, anyone get any questions, it was almost like tumbleweed going through like this. But again, that's probably because of the environment we're working in. You know, it's difficult when you're sitting in a room and you're all just thinking, I need to ask a question. But one thing I would say is when you go into a job or what you do next, don't be afraid to ask questions. That was my biggest downfall in my first job. I thought that everybody thought she knew everything, know everything. Because I thought, well, the obviously I heard this a lot, so what I must know. And I'd be sitting there and ask me to do something, I'd be like, sitting there, literally hitting my head off the wall because I didn't know. And I didn't want to ask in case I'm being stupid. And that actually was my thing. My first performance review was to ask people. That was my point, like to ask people. And once I did start that, once I got used to it, it was fine. And then you realise that people are actually willing to help you as well. So don't be afraid to ask questions. Another thing is, don't be afraid to make mistakes. Don't think, oh, I'll have to get this perfect first time. We've got source control. We can always roll back if things go really bad. And I've made some real cockers in my career as well. Like when I deleted the live database for our contractor system. Well, it actually showed a bug in the system, so it did have 2 points. But the main thing is you'll find that you learn from your mistakes. You make a mistake, and it's what you learn from it that takes you forward. And there's sometimes the biggest learning points when you make a mistake rather than actually just learning something. Because you learn what can go wrong first, as opposed to actually what actually is right. And one of the hardest thing when you go to a job as well is like comparing yourself to people that work around you. They might be there longer, or it might just be someone that's come in at the same time. But just because they're doing things at different speed or different rate yourself, it's really hard not to compare yourself with, and that can get you down. And my pet quote that's become that I started using Codeclan a couple of years ago came. I'm nicking it. I nicked it. There's a guy talking about work. I've used it a lot with students, and he was a JavaScript course. He said, "Don't compare yourself to others. Compare yourself to a previous version of yourself." I think I've mentioned that kind of thing to you before. It's like think they're going bad, or if you think you're not knowing it, go to the end of the day. It's like, right, what can I do to now that I couldn't do this morning? What do I know now that I didn't know this morning? So, if you think of it that way, you'll see that you're actually growing. You can keep that mindset, like, just like looking for right things, think back and compare yourself. Think of like 16 weeks ago. Think of the projects that you've done. If we showed you those projects and say, right, 60 weeks you're going to do that, you probably would have done a mile. But you did it because you watched through the course, you worked hard, you did that growth mindset, I'm going to get this. And one of the things with this industry is like everything's changing. So it gives us a chance to learn new stuff all the time. I mean, I'm not using the languages that I started using all that long ago. But it's because things have just changed. It's like I've had to learn, but I've enjoyed learning. And what I would say is if you go to a job and you're not getting that chance to learn all the time, and then it gets boring, then that might be a sign that it's time to move on. I've learned that to my I've learned that was a mistake I made years ago. But and it's really like I still, like as I said before, think how brave you are changing career at this time, especially this time. I made a big career change a long time ago when I hair. I know how stressful it can be because you think I'm not doing the right thing, I'm not what to do, and so I really commend people that make that kind of change in their life, and especially if they'll come and learn something like, of course, this in 60 weeks. I didn't get that. There wasn't such a thing as Codeclan 25 years ago, so I had to go back to university and do the whole 4D thing, 40 thing, which if it had been something like Codeclan all that long ago, I'd have probably gone for that. I'd already done 4 years at university, and it was a big career shift for me. So we've come to the kind of end of our journey, but it's really just the start of a new one. And I just want to wish you all the best of luck for the future. in your future journey. Once again, thanks for being such a great bunch of people. And again, congratulations.
Sky, do we have any YouTube?
We do. We have 3. So the first one's from Katie Jeffrey, who's an instructor. I don't know, have you met her? Anyway, she says, congratulations, E41. That's you. Oh, they're coming in now. Fiona Henderson says, many congratulations, E41. Best of luck in your new adventures, with the clinking glasses. Isabel O'Donnell, I'm assuming this is related. She says, congrats, with a smiley face with floating hearts. And Charlotte Ross says, congratulations, guys, well done, with the party smiley face.
Okay, James, Mum, you.
So yeah, you're obviously the right one. Yeah, just, I've got a message there, but just obviously, it's been lovely spending the last few months with you, studying together, working with problems together and stuff like that. Yeah, just seeing you in the 3D, it's been really nice. Still getting over the shock of he was a step up. That's insane. Yeah, just a bunch of people. Just want to thank instructors, Sky, Juan, Sandy, Anna. I was guessing there. Anyway, yeah, just great. And yeah, cheers for doing the and stuff. I know that was a lot of hassle. Probably I was the last person to submit anything. It's because I was so confident when I was most of it, so I was like, but yeah, it's great. Great bunch of people. Everybody's looking lovely tonight. Just, okay, let's just get everybody, let's get Stephen.
Okay, what we're going to do next is have like a mini certificate ceremony. So in your envelopes is your certificate. Bring it out. And if you try this from us as well, but we'll focus on the certificate for them. And what we're going to do, Juan, is going to read out your name. And if you come to the front and just hold it so everybody on YouTube can see, we'll give a big clap and we'll YouTube. We can do it maskless for now, so it'll not be very long. Okay, so you start.
No, you don't need to stand, you just need to use your voice.
You need to stand.
Yeah, I'm going to start from the back. Rudy.
Rebecca!
Selena.
Amazing. So that is the end of the official ceremony. Thank you for choosing Codeclan for your team. We've got some cupcakes, we've got some more bubbles, we'll get some tunes on, and then we'll get you guys.
I'll stand up, stand. Am I the only one standing up? Stand.
Yeah.